I'm fairly groggy still. Just woke up. I will stick with my tired and true. Well, mostly just tired. And we will go. Now let's see what we get.
Your following is much appreciated here. We hope you enjoy your stay.
Jaeger 95 has followed. Is this a real person? I do not know. Yes, let's play a bit of USF and see what happens. My USF is rusty. We've mainly been playing Austere. I should probably play some other factions. As we wait, I might be a bit away from my mic since this is corduroy? It's probably mispronouncing it, but it only records in a certain area within itself. Anything past that sort of dies off. How long is it gonna take? USF ELO's inflated. Gotta make sure, Stormjaeger. Yes, no. Keep waiting. But no, this is gonna take a while. Wait times are very long. The only other streamer though up is, well, team games and stuff, and that's not my forte. You come here to watch 1v1s and 2v2s. Anything else, you'll find it elsewhere. As we stand by. Come on, come on. $46 and $54. Come on. Give me one game. Just one. How much do I have to beg to actually get the game? You complain about it, you'll eventually get it. But apparently I'm not complaining enough. Gotta complain harder. And harder. There we go.
Assault engineers are on the lines and deployable. M10 tank destroyer ready. Advanced vehicle crew tactics now in effect. All units to adjust. Rifle squad ready for action.
Form up. We got orders to capture ground.
Combat engineers on the line.
All right, you dopes, listen up. Get your gear. We're moving out. Area is out. We've got orders. Steady up. Squad halt. Keep your eyes peeled. Once it's seized, be prepared for contact.
Take my fuel, munitions, and we'll hold this quarter of the map at least. Or try to.
Listen up. Moving out. Let's go. Lousy patch of dirt is ours. Okay, moving along. Warning orders. Be ready for warning orders. Steady up, fellas. I got orders. Moving out. Let's go. Steady up. Form up, squad. Shake a leg. Let's go. That's it. Points out.
Go another rifle, then go officer.
Trying to count us. We're on that spot. Fan out.
Okay, it looks like he's all gone self.
All right, we gotta capture it. Okay, move it along. Hold it up there. Get that VAR on. Now kill those fucking new steppers. Knock it up. Listen up. We're taking lead over
I got one of his models.
Get right into this place. All right, we're moving. Let's go. Moving out. Let's go. This lousy patch of dirt is ours. You're starting.
You got a rifle squad waiting for orders.
Deploy into all round. Get the lead out. We've got orders. Okay, move it along. Move your ass! Go! Get your asses over there! Watch your neck. Hard there! Enemy in front! Someone get us out of here! What? Right! Move it! Keep on. Moving out. Listen up! Nail their infantry! And hurry the fuck up! Get fire! There it is! Now go! Take that damn ground!
Flamethrowers are on the way.
Just remember to keep moving, no matter what. Don't get bogged down. Square your shot.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Get moving out. Let's go. God damn it! Someone get us out of here! Secure! Get your gear. Moving out. Square yourself. Stay together. Now we're cooking with gas. Defensive positions. All right, you. Anything could shake out. So fire and adjust. Fire and adjust. Get to that point. Orders. Take that ground. Come on, hurry it up. Stand ready. Take fire. Order. It's too heavy. Fall back. Promotion. Fall back.
We have a lieutenant reporting in for duty.
Please don't die on retreat.
Orders! Move, goddammit! Move! Get to that point! Secure and hold that!
A capture point is under attack.
Over here! Get out of here! Fall back! God damn it! Find cover!
Our supply line just got cut off.
Ready! Steady up! Don't get bogged down. We can't get distracted. Keep moving. Okay, move it along. Let's go liberate us some ground. Moving out. Let's go. Move out. Hammer that goddamn Get moving! What the hell? Crowd's got us pegged! That fucking point! I want that position. Run! Get over there! Grab your shit. Line formation. Let's go. Hit the fucking fire! Pour it on! Get moving! Move! Okay, move it along. Listen up. There's a mine. Shake a leg. Let's go.
Got a bit more resources, so I need to be ready.
M20, ready for action.
Boys, you ready? Secure the ammo so we can get out of here. Moving out. Let's go. Taking fire! I need cover! Let's get a move on.
Gotta get 50 cal.
Driver, move us forward. Point secure. Gear up and move out. Let's get moving. Getting hammered here!
Not sure why he's bunching up against the flank.
Enemy infantry! Moving! Get 'em out of here! Don't stop! Move! Grenade! Move your ass!
Heavy machine gun team, ready for orders.
Squad hot, damn it! Someone get us out of here! Move, goddammit! Push hard! Stick to the plan! This way! Come on! Get us out of here! Run! Get over there! Go! Go! Drive! Drive! Shoot her! Go! 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 Bust out the metal! Promotion! Break contact! Pull out! Drop those crowd bastards! Halt! We're getting blasted over here! Cut that infantry down! Run! Get over there! Get it! Go! Stop! Target enemy infantry! Let it rip! Shit! Step on it! Fire it! Cease action! Fall back! Stand ready! I got orders,
I wonder what he's doing though.
Crowd's got a Panzer Shrek! Throw it apart. We gotta move. Squad, go, go!
Heavy truck, waiting for deployment.
Take it in! On our flank! Swing it round! Fire! Fire!
A capture point is being overrun.
Come on, fellas. Let's go. Round on. Move us out! Turn the promoter away! Move us out! Move us out! Orders! Take that ground! Move! Goddammit! Boys, follow me. Just remember to keep moving, no matter what. Okay, lock it down! Hurry!
Where are you?
Get hit! Get hit! Go, go, go! Stick with me, you might fall back out there in range! Go now! Stand ready! Get out of there! Move it!
line just got cut off.
It might be a better time to go weapon racks.
Unlock to weapon rack initiated. The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
All right, you dope. Moving out. Let's go. Listen up. Here's the deal. Warning. Yeah. Ready.
Alright, what do we do here?
So be ready. Let's go. Once it's seized, be prepared for contact. We're moving to cap. Stay together. Move out. All right. We're moving.
Roll us out.
Well,
Weapon rack is now open. A capture point is under attack.
it might get hot. Keep pushing forward. Fire in Fire in Move your ass. Go.
Let's move out of here. We're losing a capture point.
Okay, move it along. Bring it down. Get moving! Taking fire!
Our supply line is cut. Germans are making a push.
Square yourself. Stay together. All right, you don't. Listen up. Roger. Lock it down. We're moving. Move them out, Sergeant. Under attack! Orders! Listen up! Enemy infantry! Go, go, go! Promotion just came in! Now,
A capture point is being overrun.
okay,
What? No one's capturing? Jesus, get on that.
Secure the ammo so we can get out of here. Our supply line just got cut off.
squad! Get on that fucking point!
Fucking drag! Krauts are taking one of our points.
Fire! He's murdering us! Taylor with the right crop! Move your ass! Go!
Our supply line just got cut off.
God damn it, fight cover!
It's down. Hip on it.
Pull out of there! Relocate!
Rip, go now.
Get moving! Come on. Moving out. Let's go.
We're ready to go. Hold position.
Hey, God, now your ass! Taking rocket down! Promotion! Orders incoming! Move, goddamn!
He's got no health on his units.
Let's move! Get to that point! Watch your approach! Watch the counterattack! Push hard! Stay till it's too heavy!
A capture point is under attack. There's a major reporting for action.
Armor! Find cover!
Our supply line just got cut off.
Enemy Panzer!
Fire only. Once we hit that point, counterattack.
Get over to that position!
Driver, get her moving. Let's go.
Go, go, go! Fuck it! Get out of here! Push up.
Drive, drive.
Take cover! Take cover!
Krauts are sniffing
Hey, what
around
the
our
life? I haven't
asses.
seen you in a bit.
Tactical point being captured.
Engage! Listen up.
Can you nail him?
What to do. Get your gear!
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points. Shit! Step on it!
Break it down. Make ready and move.
Under fire! This place! Come on!
Steady up. Don't get bogged down.
We're losing a capture point.
Jackpot! Stay close. Might look through. All right, boys.
Drivers,
Move it.
they're flanking us! Get us out of here! Guns around! Emergency smoke!
Can you get back to base, please? Thank you.
Go! 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 Go!
Can you even make it?
Get ready! Good to go.
Square yourself and stay together. Moving behind enemy lines. Stay close.
On.
Enemy orders! Go, go, go!
Taking fire! Relocate the flank! Get over there! Yeah, nail those bastards!
The capture point is being overrun.
Bust out the metal! Orders incoming! Just hold back! Give me a security perimeter. All right. Grab that stovepipe. Moving out. Let's hustle up. Watch your sectors. See some perimeter? Stay low.
Scott, or what do I want?
Find the bazooka. Under fire! Panzer strike! Hey, bazooka boy! I don't want you falling behind.
Got a lot of manpower. I can
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
might get another rifle later for infantry.
So we can
superiority.
Move! Get to the... Everyone's dead. Keep on.
Yeah, go M10.
We're ready to
They're
go.
cheap, so I can start building my block.
Fall back, men. Gather round.
I probably need to add skirts on this
Capture
thing.
point is under attack.
Defensive AT mines and move out.
HMG squad ready for action.
Okay, let's pack it up, ladies. Moving out. Find the bazooka. Just remember to keep moving, no matter what. Square yourself and stay together.
All done over here. Boys,
Line formation back. Let's go.
waiting orders.
Yeah. Where the heck did that thing?
Get hit!
Move your ass!
M10 ready for action. Send them! Move us out! Move us out!
I got the gun. We're taking lead over here! Okay, pack it up.
Get your heads in. Driver, let's go.
Take that ground! Move, goddammit!
These poor Volks, this one guy's just sticking out.
Goddamn position! Get it moving! Move, goddammit!
Please move M10 though.
Get us the fuck out of here! Move it! Swing around! Get fire on the AT!
Get the hell out of here! Move!
Driver, let's get this show on the road.
Keep on. Can't afford to lose anymore.
Now spread out.
Alright, what do I need here? M20 can scout out on the angle.
Goddamn fire! Pour it on them! Pressure up! Boarding up!
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Ammo up and move! Get moving! Get over to that position! Ready to go! Lock it down! Hurry! This could go straight. Run! Move it here! That's it! Pull some strings to battalion!
And then once that drops, I can push up.
Go! Move! 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 Get out of there! Move it! Take away. We're heading out. Here we go, fellas. Get ready to advance to
Move out.
Break it down. Make ready.
Driver, hold position.
Shot there! Taking hostile fire!
He didn't move his stuff. Why? Did he not think this was real?
Run! Get us the hell out of here!
Through that weapon!
On! Firing! Taking hits!
Ready to go. Fire! On the hook over here! Squad! Order! Move! Get out!
The capture point is being overrun.
Okay, go ahead.
Tank ready.
Armor!
Target that armor.
Order! Black that goddamn big
Daily promotion. In action. Go! Get out of their strike zone. Moving on the flank.
That range 50 though.
Go, go!
Back to the HQ! Run!
Like, I'm not gonna be able to push his headquarters.
Pull out of there!
He can siege my guns.
Get back to the line! Alright, you guys, back it up. We're moving out. From vertical. Let's coming up on the flank!
Good driver, move us forward.
Get to that position! Move! Go, goddammit!
Contact.
Get down!
Area secure.
Area secure! Anything could shake out. Get him taking food over here! Be ready! Go, go, go! Fall back! Head to the CP! Contact! Move up!
We're losing a capture point.
Warning! Orders! Hurry! The fire! Cover! Orders!
Got a lot of Volks still.
Let's go!
Get back to CP. Get back to CP.
All right, you guys, get ready to move. Come on, fellas, let's go. Gather around the line. It's likely to get hot, so stay alert.
M8A1 is on the field. Waiting order. You guys know what to do.
Now we're cooking with gas. Wait, this is it.
I'm gonna start back teching, I think. I'm going just for AT guns.
Throw the rounds and keep your eyes
I'm not
peeled.
desperate. Actually, one more vehicle, then I will get AT guns. And I believe it can. It's not a lot, but it's better. I was gonna try, essentially.
Cock and lock. Okay, let's pack it up, ladies. Move it out.
Get your heads in.
Ready to go to move.
Locker, driver, let's go.
Throw the rounds. Keep your eyes peeled. We got a wave.
M20's gonna scout out. You're gonna get skirts.
Let's get moving.
Soldiers, listen up. We're on the move.
Let's get a move on.
We're moving to capture. Squad line. Sergeant, take us down. Break her down.
Yeah, he's got blobs of infantry.
Relocate! Objective secured!
Secure the ammo so we can get out of here.
Redeploy.
Location marked. Location's marked. Get us over there.
Oh, this pathing's gonna be bad. Oh my god, this pathing.
Gear up and let's head out.
Pulled some strings. Fireworks, boys. Ready. Don't get bogged down.
Waiting for Dozer.
You're good to go. Sherman dozers have reached the front line. Armor ready. Frag grenades are on their way up to the line. The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Get over to that position.
Armor, driver, hold. Fire it! Just play! Get fire! Drive!
Promotion just came down.
Sherman bulldozer ready. Get the fuck out of here! We're losing a capture point. Frag grenades now available for action. Fire in the engine bay!
Squad, get ready. We're pinned down. Fall back.
Move us out! Commanders, be advised. Troop level barrage now available. Fire's coming from! Incoming fire! Go now! We just lost the main gun! Get us out of here! Bail out! Give it all!
Oh, my M10's gone, but
We just lost a medium tank! This way! Come on!
holy crap, how hard is it to kill one Volk Grenadier?
Get moving.
Great fucking job!
I don't, there's so many Raketans to steal.
How was that keep up?
Let's go! Drive! Clear breach block. Firing.
Warning order. Get out of there. Move it.
I don't know, the storms have been si-
Incoming! Go!
Get that LMG up front and center. Okay, move it along.
A capture point is under attack.
What? Where was his first tank?
Target capture.
Where was his first
Defeated
tank?
enemy forces. Victory is ours.
I mean, the map control was fairly 50-50. He might have lost the looks, but he could afford a tank. Well, what the of life? Go get the tribute editor is all I can say. Grab that and you're set for life. I'll tell that to anyone who's asking, like, I can't find stats. Lost too much manpower. Oh, I guess he did end up losing all the Raketin. Lost his first Raketin to major artillery. He didn't even move. Well, fine. I'll give you the info right from my computer. So let me go fire up the attribute editor. Give me a moment. I will find the stuff. Because I believe the only change that happened was that the captain got an increased cooldown. I know the difference is that the LT gets 0.9 received accuracy, or 10% received accuracy at Veterancy 1. The captain does not. He gets supervise instead. I'll give me a moment while I'm activating the attribute editor.
Your following is much appreciated here.
Thanks for
We
the follow,
hope you
Lime.
enjoy your stay.
Limes are tasty? I do agree with you, but it depends in moderation what you're putting them in. Well, I'll tell you after this game what Delph Life. I'll give you all the information and the heads up. Captain and LT. Just by themselves? Oh no. I guess. You gotta prevent that scurvy, am I right? Which is hilarious, because I'm having a pirate... Well, I'm having a sort of, tropical island hopping campaign in D&D. Well, not a campaign. Module of, like, 3 to 4 sessions. I made a terrible mistake by giving a necromancer a hydra, because hydras are easy to kill. Anyways. Is cooldown better than for reload? No, bazooka does not. All rocket AT and anti-tank guns they have no cooldown modifiers. They're entirely dependent on reload between shots when you're not including aim times. So for them, rather than go like for bolt action rifles, or let's just go with the M1 Grand to simplify it. You go through your fire aim times, then you shoot. Then you go through your fire aim time again. Then you go through your cooldown. Once you go through 8 shots, you then go to your reload. After fire aim and cooldown, which I believe are part of it. And then you go back to fire aim time, cooldown. Until you hit your reload. Are you waiting for this MG to stall out and get in there? Maybe? Yeah, he is, but I'm gonna get the cap, so... Rifle, grenade. Yeah, it is fairly uncommon. Those were also the days that the captain got double bazooka, though. Anyone remember that? How hard it was to use anti-tank against the captain tier once it actually got buffed? And that the Stuart was a decent vehicle when it didn't have 320 HP like the T-70, because... Oh, Blatons, what are you guys doing? What's this other squad?
Stand ready! God damn it! Find cover! Grenade! Move!
That should be dead, Gren squad?
Need a medic! Moving out!
No.
Move, goddammit! Okay, moving along. Nail those bastards!
Really? This MG can see me from there? Thoughts on rear echelon spam? Yeah, you probably don't want to do in the majority of cases. Especially not versus OKW. Yeah, you can get map control, but Volks will just bully off. Volks and Sturms will just bully off the rear echelon. What sort of works versus austere depending, but then your scaling is still out the drain.
Yep, okay, moving along. Contact! Heavy MG!
Krauts are taking one of our points.
Knock it off. Listen up. Hit him with frags! Get moving! Secure and hold that tip! Move
Oh, that was a nice grenade.
Move, goddammit!
I'm not on the right exit.
Move!
Force him up though.
Moving out, let's go.
The mass retreat on Captain back? Oh, no.
Form up. We got orders.
We're losing a capture point.
Knock it off. Moving out, let's go. All
Alright, recon support since I went LT.
Pathfinders, on station. Our supply line's cut. Germans are making a push.
We're trying to reduce the blob tools. Like, if I were option to give I'm not sure if you've seen my Stern Officer ideal changes What the Elf Life, but all that essentially is to remove his ability to be blobbed around. And actually a useful unit, because... Who thought the Stern Officer was a good idea? I'm gonna say that. Who thought it was a good idea?
Order, run! Get over there! Squad, move your ass! Go! Orders! Get moving!
Oh, that's a wasted 30 munitions.
Get on that fucking point! Shake a leg. Let's go. Get your gear. We're moving out. Okay, moving along.
Same guy who thought emplacements were good. Did you know that rear echelon had smoke grenades? Ha ha ha. Please shoot the goddamn smoke, damn it. God damn it, Jonathan, you asshole.
Let's get her go, hustle! Move your ass, go! Crowd, get ready! Get on that fucking point! Contact! Pull ass! German infantry! Run! Get over there! Bastard over here!
You've got a captain hitting the field.
Just spread out in that area! Okay, do not get moving! Go! Take that!
Honestly, if I were to change rear echelon, I would just reduce their initial manpower and reinforce cost to like, to what, 180 and 23?
Run! Get over there! Bust out the metal! Use grenade! Promotion just came through! Roll us out! Orders! Kill them!
God damn it, rifles.
Enemy infantry! Hike up! Squad, drop those crowd bastards! Get over! Move! Get to that point! Grenade! Haul ass! Go!
Nope.
Airdrop
Ow.
runs now
Ran
available.
back right into it.
Pay attention this way. Moving out. Let's go. This is gonna take us into We're taking land over here. Get the hell out of here. Move. Climb. Move your ass. Get moving. Orders.
Oh, great. Base MG.
Retreat to the CT. Contact. Fall back.
Everyone run.
Boys, you ready? Get the lead out. We're on the move. Grab your gear. Boys, come on, fellas. Let's go. Fall in. All right.
But honestly, I would just adjust their cost. Oh, jeez. Oh, look, that's just the icon getting stuck. Meanwhile, 5-man Tommy's the most cost-efficient mainline in the game. Yeah, we got the toughest infantry unit, who has one of the hardest hitting rifles in terms of damage at 16. They might not have the best accuracy, but still.
Listen up, fellas.
And then we have 0.8 received accuracy for only 28 manpower per model. Yeah, have fun fighting those guys as Axis. I'm pretty sure Volks with STGs lose to 5-man Tommies. At all but the nearest range if you can go around shot blockers. And that's about it. Meanwhile, I need an AT gun.
Supply lines.
Well, grab your shit. Follow me. I smell orange. Be ready with that bar. All right, shake it out. Control.
Send out the blob.
Come on, fellas. Let's go.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Clear the other side. Get that bar over there. Hit that target. Lock her down.
No.
Bring the trailers.
Move it up, AT gun.
Moving out. Let's go. Keep that BAR. Nuts. We got orders coming.
Why do they suck balls versus Austrian? Because Austrian have super high accuracy when they're in cover? So it kind of negates the received accuracy?
Mark your map.
Or just because there's too many of them?
Move it along.
Master Anakin, there's too many of them.
Moving out. Let's go.
Oh, Jesus.
Infantry! Covering the approaches. Smoke out! That way! Move! Get to that point! Bound up! Bound up! Okay, move it along. BAR there. I got! Drop those crap bastards!
Greyhound, ready for action.
Take that damn enemy squad! A chain on the battlefield! Go! Hustle!
M8, ready for battle.
Lies to us! Move, goddammit! Defend the approach! Got this peg! Move out! Go! Get the hell out of here! Move! Turn it down! Turn it down! Build up on the floor!
Driver, let's get this show on the road.
Getting hit! Getting hit!
Fear my blob.
Go! Get on that point! Fall back, goddamn it! Move!
We're jumping on. Keep the speed up. Get us over there.
I think he's talking about squad size advantage.
Get her moving. Let's go. Mission into enemy lines. We're not looking for a fight.
Even though the received accuracy kind of hurts the Osttrooping squad.
Get moving! We're taking effective fire! Take that ground! Move! Field promotion!
Move us out. Send orders.
Move! Get to that point!
Set. Clear to engage.
Yeah, but Gren's at received accuracy.
Fire. Orders incoming.
Gren's at 0.91.
Hit the light on
Hit it with 30. We're on fire.
Oh, my base just got dived.
Vehicle just got destroyed.
I guess that was not okay for him. I'm gonna take this MG, so...
Pull back!
Actually, Vet 1 takes it. I need my Vet 2 on the field still.
Wheels got a bit of play in it. Hang on. This way. Come on. Driver, move us forward. Driver, pull over.
Enemy infantry in force! Go! Those are cracking over our heads, goddammit! Let them have it! Let's give them hell, boy!
A capture point is being overrun.
Cock and line. Bound up! Bound up!
Secure that ground or we're setting ducks.
What? Position the bar there.
Cromwell's already on the field. No, that's a Valentine.
Get on it. Doc, let's go liberate us some ground. What the hell am I meant to do? Behind?
And what do you do late game when they have 5 Tommies on the field? Oh, then they're just clubbing your Osttroop in the hell.
Set the bar up over there. Watch for my hands. Watch your spacing. Follow me.
You're gonna be bleeding late game. Yeah, they don't cost a lot, but you're not gonna be winning the late game engagements. You're really hoping that you can get enough map control to just hurt them very much in the late game. Early game, I mean.
Engage that
And probably...
Go! Grenade! Get down! Let's get her going! Pull back!
Good job, LT. He was a Major League Baseball player before he joined the Army.
Get that BAR over there.
Knew where to toss that thing.
Keep the speed up. Get us over there in a hurry.
Shake a leg.
And I need BARs.
Unlock to weapon rack initiated.
Get the BAR.
Contact! MG-42! Move us out!
We're on the move.
Go, go, go!
MG-42!
Don't do it! Told you, don't do it!
Target destroyed! Move in! Keep it up!
Move us out! Move us out!
Capture and reinforce!
Weapon rack is now open.
I'll let the captain get it. I think his Vet will be better for the LMG.
Your ass! Go!
The rifles will keep up with the BAR. Because he gets a reload. And cooldown.
Once we've taken the point, I want flank security out.
I should probably rebuild that ammo as well.
Moving out, let's go.
There's a major reporting for action.
Stand ready!
Looks like you had to
Enemy is
rebuild a few
overrunning one of our
squads.
capture points.
Get to that point!
Keep the speed up.
Man, Greyhound is such a nice scout though. With its vet one line of sight.
Get eyes on target.
Where's that grenade? Around orders! Get over there! Keep that 2 minutes! Move, goddammit! Round 42!
This is driver. Move us out.
Get out of here! Fall back! Move your ass! Go!
Keep the speed up. A capture point is under attack.
Throw grenades.
Let's get a move on.
Run! Get over there!
Good. Secure the ammo so we can get out of here.
We're on the hook over here! Orders!
Your following is
Thanks for
much
the follow.
appreciated here.
Has a
We hope you
He's a
enjoy your
Ruby?
stay.
E56? Question mark?
MG-42 down!
Ambulance ready for action.
Chew 'em up! Let 'em have it!
Driver, move us out. A capture point.
Oh, he ran right into that one.
Bust out the barrage! Go!
Just can't stop it here.
Okay, move it along. Keep the pressure up! Clear out! Position the BAR there. Where are the MG-42! Spread out! Spread out! Get over there! Field promotion! Just get to the HQ!
I think that
Field promotion!
We lost a gun crew.
Cover the advance!
We're losing a capture point.
Moving out, let's go. Let's get bound up!
don't do it.
Get to that
I got grenades.
All ass! Go! Advance to that position! Make no mistake.
Lost window, jeez.
Move, let's hustle up! Ready to move.
Enemy armor.
Let's gear up. Move
At
out.
least just
Okay, move it along. Keep on. Can't afford to lose anyone.
Gear up and
nade spam like the old days when USF. I don't know. No one. Oh yeah, I guess well, that was more late game. That wasn't really much of their early game because it was so costly for them.
Move your ass! Go!
keep the speed up. Get us over there in a hurry. Big step driver. Let's fly. Get out armor. Swing guns around. Move us out. Get us out of here.
Haul ass! Go!
Drive. Drive.
Move it out! Hustle up!
Fucking drive. Field promotion. Come on. Nail that son of a bitch. Go now. Enemy armor. Enemy armor.
Take it land over here!
Oh, the fire.
Yeah, I've dropped that squad! Get moving!
Move us out. Move us out.
Get that thing ready up. Ready to go to move. Get back to shooting!
I think the major's
We
dead.
just lost a unit.
Moving out, let's go. Yeah. Let's go! Go! Hustle! Orders! Ready to get over to that position! Let's bound up!
There's a reason for a Greyhound. It's my light vehicle when you're going double officer. It's also a fairly strong vehicle.
Out. A capture point is
Well, I
being
find it
overrun.
fairly strong. Not as crazy as the T-70, but you pretty much always have recon mode on, so...
All right, men, let's move up!
And you're cheaper.
All right, get us over there.
Actually paying for a scout that can counter harass and can do this. Or, now he's moving.
Go, go!
Cover the approach!
Move us out.
Enemy MG! Hike up! Hike up! Fall back! Fall back! Spread out! Spread out! Let's go!
Get us out of here. Shit! Step on it. Stop! Fire it. 50 counts up. Krauts are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured. This way. Come on.
Run, Ostwind.
Move us out.
Apparently.
The rest of you
I don't think he went.
stay alert.
Oh, he actually did go here. Saw the scout car.
Lock it down! Hurry! Move, goddammit!
A capture point is under attack. Hurry, get it done.
German infantry! Fall back! Area secure.
Biggs, everyone out.
Not sure why you weren't running. Oswin still doesn't beat tanks even with the buff.
Get your asses over there! Pull out of there!
Yeah, combat repair.
Sake, move. Crew, get on it. Move out.
Don't do it. Never do it unless you just need to remove that damage engine on your tank.
Men are ready for action.
All right, get us over there.
Your following is much
for the follow.
appreciated here. We hope
Fat
you enjoy your
platypus
stay.
boy. Fat. Oh, man, that's an interesting name, but hey, everyone's name's interesting on the internet. I mean, mine doesn't even make sense.
Move her out. Fire main gun. Where's the coming out of here? We've been promoted. Flanking us. Get it moving.
Anti-tank gun flank.
Get moving! Move! Get to that point! Watch your spacing. Follow me.
Where's the driver? Move us out. Let's go. Get us over to that new position. Move us out. Jump to it.
That too, Valentine.
Driver forward. The rest of you stay alert. The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
We're getting blasted over here!
Move us out. Crew, get on it.
Grenade! Cover! Take cover! Orders!
We're losing a capture point.
Get the lead out.
Enemy forces have 300 points.
All ass! Go! Advance to that position! All ass! Go!
Ready. Go ahead. Move it! We get fire on that enemy line.
Ready to get your gear!
Alright, move it out.
Go! Go! Hustle!
I missed a day. Well, what the life? What I miss is the days where the officer had 2 armor on the austere one,
Go! Move it!
They got a flamethrower.
and his Luger was actually as strong as a Gren
Taking
rifle.
one of our points. Halt! Halt! Get all guns back.
Get over there! Run! Hold up! Hold up!
A capture point is being
I know, but I'm referring to a different officer, because none of the officer mounts were ever consistent until later in the game's life. There's the AT gun. Now drive.
Give it all she's got. Go! 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 Good to go.
Knock it off!
We're losing a capture point.
Stand ready! Move, goddamn! Go mobile! Team movement! Move your ass! German infantry! Retreat to the CP! Retreat to the CP!
Well, driver, hold
your shit.
Stand by.
Follow me. Okay, move it along.
We're jumping off, fellas. Moving.
All right. We're moving. Enemy armors! Shoot us up! Moving through Kraut line. Defensive fire.
We're on the hook over here. Where's that coming from?
Promotion just came in! Get 'em moving! Move!
Get to that point.
Why are you charging Panzer Grenadiers with Tommies? Why?
Ready. The enemy is overrunning one of our
Are you
capture
talking about
points.
you mean the old days when when health was received accuracy?
Lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out. Our supply line
Oh,
just got
Captain's
cut
dead.
off.
Oh jeez, we dropped the MG.
Damn Krauts just wasted some of our riflemen. Tank destroyer is ready for orders.
Listen up. Moving out. Let's go.
Hang on. Jump to it. Stow those damn
got sextons. And none of those butterflies with the pack guns. Jeez, he wants me dead. Oh, you're referring to what I'm referring to, FK90. That was the days before they. That was also when rather than reload, we had damage bonuses on everything, which is why the flame half-track got ridiculous at Veterancy. And since it vetted so fast, well, if you didn't have a Zis, you were screwed. And even if you did, I believe the flame half-track could face tank the Zis. Didn't know about fake HP? What? This is like very early day Cole stuff. That's how broken it was. It was also broken when Austria only had three man on their team weapons versus Soviet snipers. It was dumb. 3-man team weapons just don't work. I mean, they didn't really work in Co either. Like, the only team weapon you generally saw between USF outside AT guns was the machine gun. And for the Wehrmacht, but even then.
A capture point is under attack.
And sniper meta pretty much invalidates anti-tank guns in that game. You want anti-tank guns? Well, I'm sorry. Zone them out.
got destroyed.
Get the bar to the middle of the squad. Back to
75 millimeter gun carrier ready.
You know, I'm just gonna start pushing the outer side since he doesn't seem to go for the VP.
Stow the rounds. Keep your eyes peeled. We got a ways to go. Form up. Clear out.
There goes my scout.
Let's pack it up. We're moving out. Yeah. Let's gear up. Move out. We gotta regroup up at that point. Stay low.
So much manpower, should probably start making
Capture point is
caches.
being overrun.
Get ready, guys.
AT gun ready.
Have that Browning bring up the rear. Amen. All right.
Move out.
MG-42!
All right, get us over there. Get it moving. Give it all she's got. Go.
Secure your ass! Go! Contact! Crew, infantry, pull back!
Stop this goddamn thing.
Retreat to the CP! Retreat to the CP!
We're losing a capture point.
Right! Move it! Fall back, goddamn move!
Oh, he's just gren blobbing up, so not that hard to push him off.
Get this thing moving.
Shake it out! Enemy tank is cutting us off! Goddammit! Area's concealment!
Driver, move out. Let's jump to it.
Pilot! Hurry! Fall back!
Target to your right. Keep moving.
Oh gee, triple AT.
Promotion. Hit it. Go. Heavy machine gun team, ready for orders. All right, driver, hold. Stand by. Right there, boys. Munitions
Ready to move.
M8, ready for battle. Let's go. Get us over to that new position. Armor.
I thought I told you dismount, go.
Get the bar to the middle of the
Why did I rebuild this thing? I need a scout. Even though I do have pathfinders, but I want to keep this thing so it can back up.
Under fire! Get us out of here! Go! Crowds are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
What are you guys doing? Oh jeez, you always get stuck on each other.
Lock it down! Hurry! Adjusting that Contact!
Ready! Sam!
Let's get her! Is that ground secure? Keep that empty!
300 points remaining. A capture point is being overrun. Ready. All right, fellas.
Move! Keep advance position!
Someone into the driver's seat. Crew, get on it. Driver, forward.
Go! Hustle! Move your ass! Go! Let's go, Liberator.
Gear up and move out.
Where's the shooter? Get eyes on!
Get us over there. Everyone stay on. Roll us out. Driver, come on. Build
Taking
around and
fire!
keep your eyes peeled.
Okay, ready yourself. Secure that position.
Greyhound, ready for action.
Taking fire!
How do you have sight? Spotting scopes?
We're cooking! Light vehicle just got destroyed.
There we go.
Attack now!
Throw the rounds. Keep your eyes peeled. We got a ways to go. Tank, hit it. Go.
Haul ass! Enemy tank is cutting us off! Move, goddammit! Mortar! Keep moving! Move, guapo! Get to that point! Okay, go ahead. Relocate! Hike up!
Oh my god, what's going on his side?
Advance
Move your ass! Don't. Where's the pathing? Turn, you piece of crap.
A capture point. Move us out. Organize. Move. Hold position. Place. Drive her over to that location. Battalion just reported Pathfinders ready for action. Go! Drive!
Lock it down! Hurry on it, dial Z! Get back to the line!
Move out. This place. Get us over to that location. Firing! Drive! Get us the hell out of here! The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Let's go! Luftwaffe! Reinforcements
Gonna move the tanks.
Pathfinders on station and a capture point is under attack.
Christmas comes early, boys.
Go! Get out of there!
Contact! Drop out!
Move it!
Enemy armor! Get down! Grab fire!
What's going on? My God, you need a. When did I tell you go that way?
Allied AT gun has been destroyed. The enemy gun crew just got wiped out. Put that motion in, but jump to it. Driver, forward. Stop! Get out of this thing! Go! The capture point is being overrun.
Get to that point!
All right, get us out of here.
Left! Get moving! Bound up!
Go to the flank here. Gonna lose stuff because of our howitzer.
Ready. Can anyone see where that fire's coming from?
Go! Let's get her going! Grenade! Out!
Round ready.
Go! Hustle! We gotta hold this position! Contact! Infantry! Hey, strong by on the infantry!
Jesus Christ! They're on the flank!
Through that armor! Move!
All right, get us over there.
Oh, let's stop this.
Stop us here.
Get ready.
Where are you going?
The rounds and keep your eyes peeled. We got a ways to go.
I've been losing up.
Relocate! Get that LMG up front and center.
Dial it go!
Target secure! Make it ready! Get out of there! Ready to go! Change of plan! Move! Go! Give it all she's got! Get over there!
Yeah, I need to encircle the other his flank. Shoot, MG42, back up.
Drive! Get us the hell out of
No,
here!
go the other way.
Run! Get us the fuck out of here!
Let's get it done.
Double Jackson. And I need to bring in some infantry.
Get us out of here! Drive! Move it! Stop us here! Let's go. Get us over to that new position. Drive! wiped out. Load HE.
Ready? Get the hell out of here!
Cover the approaches. Hold up. Incoming fire. Tank destroyer is ready for action. We're losing a capture point. Good range. Hit it. Go, go, go. Move it. Drive, drive, drive.
Get in there. Throw the round.
Oh, Jesus.
Got a ways to go. Get moving! It's too heavy. Pull back! Hold it.
Go. For it. Ready. Give it all she's got. Go.
Location's marked. Get us over. What's out?
Armor's got his range. Armor inbound. Drive. Get us the hell out of here. Clear free slot. Firing. Gun set.
Lock it down. Hurry!
Location marked. What's out?
Drive.
We lost a gun crew. Make it happen. Send, get us over to that point. Driver, hold.
Going for a flank, I think. I might as well push up.
Driver, forward. The rest of you stay alert. Stow those. A capture point is under attack. A gun carrier just got knocked out. Armor ready. Clear free slot. Firing. Armor display for fuck's sake. Move. Taking fire. Go. Get out of their strike zone. Move it. Get it moving. They're moving. Heavy machine gun team ready for orders. On. Firing. Stop this here.
All right, you got ready the gun to move.
I'll meet you all topside. All right, get us over there. Stow those damn rounds. Get
All
us
right.
moving.
Rear echelon. Just want a captain squad and scouts on the field.
Pathfinders reporting in.
He's looking to snipe my units while repairing.
Rear echelon squad ready for action.
Morning orders.
Sherman ready to go. Move us out.
And I am feeding my ally munitions.
Stay alert.
Haul ass! Go!
Move up.
Bound up! Listen up! Fall back! Order!
Pathfinders on station and ready for action.
It was worth a try. But yeah, we got defensive perimeter Overwatch going on, so territory's locked out.
Crew ready. All right, everybody. All right, get us over there. Waiting order.
Get this show and lock it down. We're getting blasted over here!
God damn it. Enemy, go, go, go. Get us the fuck out of here. Get us
I
the
guess I
fuck
better
outta here.
support him with one of my Shermans.
Driver, shit!
Throw out armor!
Retreat to the CP! Focus on that armor! Go! Drive! Drive! Gunner, engage! Hit it! Go! Go!
Redeploy.
Infantry, scale it with the amber out! Tank, drive! 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 Go! Drive! Drive!
What are you talking about? You was supposed to work early game only, low quality spamming units? That has been changed. No one's super low quality spam units anymore. You might have 6-man squads, but I won't say. What the hell are you talking about? Load the HVAP. Ow. We haven't had.
Stop us here. Get that LMG up front and center. Time to step off. I want that weapon in action. Warning orders. Ground 42! Squad, get ready! Get on that propeller!
They're trying so hard.
Fall back! Fall back! Go! We're taking effective fire! Drive! Moving! Relocate! Go! Get moving! Stop! Stop this goddamn thing! Send your orders. Jump to it. Get us over to that point. Get ready. Move around. Squad, get ready! Let it rip! Take press target that armor! Move! Get to that! We've been promoted! Ready! Go and move it! Orders incoming!
Where's that rifle grenade?
Go! 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 Someone get us out of here! Taking fire! Bastards! Get it moving! Engage that armor! Give it all she's got! Go! 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 Get us the fuck out of here! There they are! Ah!
We just lost a medium tank.
Not worth it.
Gun down! Go! Drive! Move, goddammit!
We just lost a unit.
Everything's dying, and I don't know what's going on. How's a rifle squad? Oh no. I needed those.
Displace. Get us over to that location. Driver, enemy armor! Get us the fuck out of here! Cutting us off! Go! Drive! They're moving on the flank! Get on that fucking point! Pull out of there! Enemy driver! Take that ground!
Please, Ben. There you go. Only History Channel says the Sherman's a bad tank, even though Cole's not a... doesn't relate to the actual war in any sort of way. Because everyone has even armies. I don't know.
Keep up the pressure. They're down to 100 points.
Yeah, I can see that.
Looks like we're going in.
I know.
We got a new
There's this thing called logistics.
We have defeated the enemy forces. Victory is ours.
That's not to say all German tanks had breakdown. A lot of the breakdowns, at least up to the Panther, were related to we're going to rush these things out without testing. And yeah, I mean, what? I think the Panther's rate of breakdown, or rate of service went down from what? It's like what, less than 28% in early war. It went up to like those in service to 70. So that really tells you. You gotta test your things before you put it into the field. But anyways, I got maybe another hour to play. And thanks to all the new followers today. Probably should put an icon down that says how many new followers. We got 4 currently. Alright, let's see these officer stats now that you remind me. Alright, Veterancy 1. Supervise. And yeah, 10% received accuracy on the lieutenant. Veterancy 2. Looks like they're all the same now, so they both get received accuracy at 29%. On the squad entity actions, it seems like both of them get the same cooldown and reload modifier, so 15% reload.
Your following is much
Well, no,
appreciated.
15%
here.
cooldown and
We hope you
15%
enjoy your
reload on
stay.
both, so they actually have worse cooldown than most units, but they get reload bonuses. And Veterancy 3, apparently they're also all the same too, so they all get 30% accuracy, in addition to that free sprint. And thanks for the follow, Beatboxer. I want to stream more, but my work means I have to sleep, and that means all of Europe is asleep by the time I get back. Generally, I come home by 3, take a nap, then it's 4. Where are you checking the stats? I am checking them from the Tribute Editor and the Co2 mod tools that you can download on Steam. That's how I did all the work for the patch and stuff. So, remember, if you're looking for stats, go to the Co2. Look for the Company of Heroes 2 mod tools that are available on Steam for free. Anyways, now we just gotta wait. Takes a bit of understanding, but once you understand it, it's very simple. Question is, where is our game? Is in the Steam Workshop? No, you'd have to go into Tools, and I believe it brings it up, like, so as long as you have Company of Heroes 2. Let me double check. You would go into your library, then you would go into Tools, and then you look for your Company of Hero mod tools that you can look for from your library section, I believe. Come on, I just want to play more USF, but my ELO's so inflated. USF and Austria are my most inflated factions, so... yeah. Go for tools. Tools data you really only need if you're looking for skins and the like. Like for if you're going to be making skins for the workshop. Sorry for the delay in games. It's not... How come you grab M20 Intels over... Oh, I use the M20 for fun. I put Intels because... I put the Intels I want for the fun of it. Also because I like the M20. Okay. So you open it up, then you go to one of the tools, then you open a tribute editor. Dumb strats on the way.
We're moving. Let's go.
Alright, chat. Airborne, armor, or recon?
Rear echelon troops on the front line.
All right. Let's get that point buttoned up. Let's secure that ground.
Rear echelon squad ready for action.
What commanders shall we go? One for assault engineers,
Let's go.
one for recon,
Listen up.
airborne.
Here's the deal. Get
Let's
the
lose
layout.
this.
Got orders. Steady up, fellas. Get your gear. We're moving out. Listen. All right. Ground's ours. Let's go. Come on, fellas. Let's go.
Gosh, somebody be the tiebreaker. We got one for everything at the moment. Somebody tie break this.
Get the
Be the
layout.
combo breaker you were meant to be.
Steady up, fellas. Get your gear. We're moving out. We got orders, boys. Follow me. Area is out. Shake a leg.
One for airborne.
Standing by
Casey
for
Lime,
orders.
airborne. Okay, airborne it is.
Come on, fellas. Let's go.
Pathfinders on station and ready for action.
What's he going? Okay, conscript build.
Listen up, fellas.
This, yeah, well, not really. I don't prefer to use the word meme. I prefer the word use unconventional.
Get your gear. We're moving out. All right. Tear it down. We gotta move.
All right, into officer.
Steady up, fellas. I got orders coming. All right. We're moving. Target secure.
Sniper. Really?
Take a leg. Let's go. Come on, fellas. Let's go. I got orders, boys. Get the lead out. Pack it up. We're moving. All right. All right. We're moving. Let's go. Don't let any of them. They're wise to us. Move your ass. Go.
Victory!
Get ready! Get your asses over there! Go, go, go! Listen up! Shake a leg! Let's go! Run, goddang it!
Wow, one hit on him.
Run! Move it! Alright. Get your gear! We're moving out!
Battalion just reported Pathfinders ready for action.
Listen up! Get your ass! Get out of here! Fall back!
A lieutenant has been assigned to field ops. We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
Moving! Grab the sight post! Wear yourself away. Run,
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Crowd infantry! Go! Run! Move it! Go, go, go! Stop it! Go ahead. Run, god dang it! Let it rip! Fall back, god dang it! Move! Form up! Let's move. Tube ready! Out the door! Let's move!
A capture point is being overrun.
We're taking it! Get it going! Go! Get moving! Drums complete! They're flanking us! Listen up! Run! Run! Locking down! Enemy contact! Move! Move! Let's hustle up! Get in! Stay together! Move out! Run! Stay together! Attention! Form up! Clear out! Run! Fire! Go! 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 Run, goddammit! Under attack!
Gun crew just got wiped out.
Run! Stay together! Let's give them help! Wake up! Wake up! Halt! Go! Get moving! Stay! Go! 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 Run, goddammit! Contact! Stop right there!
Air supply of field ordnance is available. M20 ready for action.
Okay, so he's gonna be vulnerable to this very early M20. Or, not very early, 5-minute M20.
Go!
I can pretty much just dive, I don't think he's gonna have a teller.
Let's get her going! Get fire on that enemy line! Let's get... Fall back! Fall back!
Secure the ammo so we can get out of here. Let's move out of here. And plenty armor upgrade complete. Move out.
Alright, come on,
Let's get a move on. The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points. We're ready to go. Contact! German infantry! Fucking drive!
Get your gear!
Heavy machine gun team ready for orders.
Break her down! We're displacing! Alright, we're moving! Let's go! Alright, by the book, let's fall back!
Shit! God damn it! Still hot. Move us out! Move us out! Set! Halt! Halt!
Really? Get,
Come on, get the let out. Drive! Drive! Drop those mines! Hurry!
We got orders, boys. Follow me. Shake a leg. Let's go. Looks like we're
Listen up, fellas. Roll us out. Area secured. In contact.
did you not drop those mines?
Begin laying mines.
Run! Move it! We're back to full
Get this
strength.
show on the road. Get that thing ready to move.
All right, mines are all down.
Let's go.
Driver, move
Get the lead out. Got orders.
secure the ammo so we can get out of here. Krauts are taking one of our points. Driver, get her moving.
Got
Let's
us
go.
zeroed in here. Move your ass. Go.
Let's move out of here. Effective fire.
Go, go, go. Enemy spawn. Lock pull ass. Go.
Go now.
Get your asses over there.
Let's get a move on.
Is that go, go, hustle.
This place. Come on. Get us out of here. 57mm AT gun now deployable by air. Airdrop runs now. Airborne assault commencing. Stand by.
Run, god dang it.
Move us out. Hit it. Go.
Oh, come on, no, 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 move.
Shoot the shooter.
Go, go, go.
Move back.
All done over here. Roll us out. We're ready to go. Everyone here? You guys know what to do.
That was a bad idea.
Driver, let's get this show on the road.
No, that's not what I want on ambulance.
Secure the ammo so we can get out of here.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, Lux is here.
Looks like fall in, troops. Here we go.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Enemy Panzer!
Retreat to the CP.
Retreat to the CP!
Fall in, troops. Here we go.
Heavy truck.
Go and try and
waiting for
flank that
deployment.
sniper.
Boys, you ready to gear up and move out? Target and engage with AT.
You don't have HE, you're a freaking armored car. What kind of HE do you even get?
Orders coming in.
Your following
Thanks
is
for the
much
follow,
appreciated.
FK90.
We hope you enjoy your stay.
Stop! Getting hit! Getting hit! Zip on it! A capture point is under attack. You guys know what to do.
We're taking fire. Stand by order. Just move your ass. Go. Go, go, go.
Let's move out of here.
These Russian tanks, though. Dropping 57 while we're at.
All stations, airdrop a 57mm gun.
Get ready! Get your asses over there!
Yeah, you get out of the building and start doing some work.
Secure the ammo so we can get out of here.
Under fire! Commence! Relocate!
Hit it! Go!
Okay.
Take it in! Remo now! Stop enemy contact! Fire! On our flank! Adjust fire! Action!
Make sure you're squared away.
Send no contact! Fucking drive! There's a major reporting for action. This place! Come on! Drive! Drive! Fire! MG-42! Move out! Fire! Stop flanking us! Swing guns around!
Take a leg. Let's go.
This is it. Listen up.
Get your gear.
Get us out of here! Halt! Halt! Taking flanking fire! Shit! Step on it! Fucking drive! Get it done!
Crew ready.
Squad ready.
All right.
All right, fellas. Falling back.
Fresh and ready to move out.
Yeah, but
Come on, boys.
that I didn't play all rifleman.
Make ready. Get out of there. Move it. Enemy is flanking.
Go! Get armor! Go now! Fall back on taking move!
Move out of there.
Go! Go! Go!
We're all here. Change of plan.
We lost a gun crew!
Let them have it.
Take an enemy contact. Stay together. Hurry.
Hit it! Go!
Run.
Get over to that position.
Contact.
Pull out of there.
Blob's coming this way.
Let's get out of there. Move it.
Get it done, boys.
Drive!
Get
Drive!
it going. Move.
A capture point is being overrun.
Relocate.
Listen up.
Get over to that position.
Soldiers, listen up.
Jumping on. Let's go.
Roll us out!
Enemy riflemen. Stand up. Run. Run, you.
Move us out! This place! Come on!
I want the bazooka.
Earned a promotion! Driver,
Contact. Keep
get
low.
her moving.
Keep low.
Move us out! Move us out! Fire away! Gear up and move out. Go! Go! Go!
Incoming mortar shell.
Get eyes on target! Step on it! Get guns on our flank!
Fall back. Get the hell out of here.
Drive! Drive! Target down! Target down! On our flank! Just this place! Come on!
Run.
Driver, let's get this show on the way. Crew ready. Let's get a move on.
Suppressive fire. Suppressive fire. Shake it up.
Great fucking job. Veteran team promoted.
Get the bazooka up front. Get the
Tank support is here. Sherman
There we
ready.
go.
change of plan. Change of plan. The CP.
Trying to
Get
outflank
back,
you.
CP. That's it. Give it back.
Hit the dirt. Make a break for it.
Organize the men.
Promotion just came in.
Button her up. Big, move us out. Airborne on the ground.
Get on to that point.
Redeploy. Slow down.
Driver, forward.
Eyes on me.
Sherman, ready to go. All right, get us over there.
All right.
Be ready with us.
We need to rally up in that area.
What do we need now?
Climb into the armor.
Yeah, he overextended his sniper. I'm not sure why he didn't have his Panzer Grenadiers in front.
Get us over to that point.
If he did, well, I can't deal with it, because he just killed my M20 outright.
Move us out.
Okay, let's pack it up.
Keep that lead man in sight.
Lock it down. Bring the trailer.
Enemy contact.
Get these Pathfinders over.
Move your ass! Go! Let's get advance to that position!
Driver, move out.
Come on, fellas, let's go! Capture that area! Move!
Let's go. Get us over to that new position. Get ready to jump the system up next. Any territory, stay alert. Displace. Get us over to that location.
Get orders, boys. Follow me. Take the land. Let's go. Run, goddammit! Move it. Open up.
Hold position. Shake it out. Let's get on.
Yeah, KV-8's on the field.
Keep that. Get your asses up.
Driver forward. The rest of you stay alert.
Get your gear. Moving out.
On. Firing. Mount. Incoming. Take ready.
Zero.
Drop complete.
I got him.
Move it. Loader, API.
Get ready. You know what to do, gang.
Driver, pull over.
Hit that target. Looks like we're going in.
Oh, geez, he has sight on me.
Hit it. Go, go, go. Incoming orders. Run down the hatches.
Orders coming in.
Ready. Go ahead. Drive, drive, drive.
Rocket
Ready.
grenade.
Driver, hold.
Get it going. Contact. Get suppressive fire on him.
Oh, Jesus.
Under fire. We lost an infantry
Oh, there goes my
unit.
airborne. Oh,
They
dropping
got
more.
wiped out. Displace. Driver over to that location.
Oh, jeez.
Taking heavy tank fire.
Panzerfaust. Press enter. Get us the
They're trying so hard, they can't decrew it.
fuck out of here. No target.
Let's get her going.
Give it all she's got.
Promotion's
Go.
in. Move it.
Moving on the flat. We lost the main gun. Jump complete. We need a smoke screen. Die. Get us the hell out of
Nope.
here.
Wanna disappear.
Go, go, go. Zeroed in here. Ready. Run.
M1919. What am I? Infantry doctrine?
Air resupply is now available.
Get ready. Go, go, go. Fall back. Fall back. Go, go, go. Get out of here.
Hit it. Go.
All right, you're not newbies. Get going.
Be advised. Paradrop inbound. Stand by.
All right, you guys. Make ready.
Well, the main issue is Fallschirmjäger comes so late and their veterancy doesn't actually allow them to fight vetted infantry.
Let's go. Get the shows them.
You got defense, but they don't get offense till... They don't get their full offense till 5. And so they have issues with, like, vetted infantry.
Go ahead. Let's pack it up. We're moving out.
Every time I've used Fallschirmjäger, I keep thinking Obers would have been better outside of the odd Faust case. Yay, the icon. Passive bazooka experts.
A capture point is under attack.
We're on the move into enemy lines.
Under fire. Get over to that position. Get it done, boys. Contact. Move. Taking ongoing fire.
Thanks, AI, you're not very smart.
Point out.
Promotion's in from a new one.
P-47 air support now available.
Hurry. Stay together.
Yeah, that was the AI, though.
Stay together. Hurry. Go, go, go. Dirty Collins on the line. Make it happen. Fire and move. Nail those assholes. Coming up on the
Can I get him on retreat?
That's it. The battle is ours.
Did I get him on retreat? Hey, they got the Stern Pioneer on retreat. Good job, Airborne.
move. Go.
I do like Airborne as a concept unit where they get their abilities through their gun upgrades. It's very nice. And then they specialize into certain areas. The only one they don't get is... I'm still kind of sad they don't get anything for BARs or bazookas, but eh. It is what it is. You were already working on the next patch? I don't know. All I know is that if I were to change anything, is that we're changing the call-in meta. What do you mean just open your attribute editor, go to the CO2 mod tools, open tools, and open attribute editor, and then... hold on, I'm gonna link something for you, Kirk123. Let me... Because I remember, what's...
In this tutorial...
here's a good series of videos to get started, and that's how I got started. I can't really explain without showing you, and I gotta get going soon. And my micro's okay. Grins really need some changes. I don't know. They're good enough in the early game, honestly, because I thought, at least versus their cost equivalent of conscripts, I generally find Grens will win out. Unless it becomes large-scale cover fights, but if conscripts are forced to move in, like, even an inch, and take a bit of damage out of cover, I find conscripts generally lose that engagement. Rifles, yeah, but rifles need to still close the distance to actually force Grens to move. But then you got the 42 to still cover them. Grens deal enough with the rifles early game, and you got your pioneers around. Tommies are probably the biggest one Grens struggle to fight, because, well, let's face it, every core infantry struggles to fight Tommies, especially when the 5-man come out. Thing is, you can't really give Grens 5 men immediately. You'd have to change all their stats, and then they'd just be Volksgrenadiers. There's a few different abilities. At the same time, you'd have to probably tone down their LMG-42, because at 5-man with an LMG-42, it just becomes so hard to cut through all that infantry, all those infantry models, that you're not going to get to the 42, which is their main DPS in the late game. It's not the rifles, it's the MG-42, like it was in the actual war. Grens need better vet and conscripts. I don't know, do conscripts really need 0.65 received accuracy when you gotta factor in if you go with their core tech line now? They get that 7-man and they reinforce for 17 man a pop? You're still, well, like, you're still not supposed to throw conscripts away, but at the same time, the bleed is less harsh, because what, 6 conscripts is almost equivalent to 5 conscripts now? And you still got all your utility, and you still got another gun. And now, it's conscript rifle, but every bit of DPS helps. I'll give them 5 men and an MP40 with tier 4 tech. Yeah, but you still got the issue of the LMG-42 and 5 men. Volks at 5 men in the late game are not super scary, really, because they can't fight you at long range. Yeah, they can fight you at mid to short, but they gotta close that distance. The moment you start giving LMGs, your gameplay, you generally dictate the gameplay more than the enemy does, unless there's a lot of artilleries. Do you like penals or conscripts as openers? Personally, I like conscripts as an opener, mainly because it's probably the less chosen course. Also because how I play Soviets is generally in the late game, I go for team weapons. Team weapons and just cheap T-34s for flank security. And then that are centered around either the doctrinal tank, such as the KV-8, or other units. But essentially how I play Soviets is kind of like the actual war, but not really. It's just I will grind you down with attrition. I will build sandbags, I'll establish defensive points, and if you try to attack into this, I will make you pay. I will make you pay for it, essentially. If you give them 5 men, you can't give them LMG. You might as well just give them the veteran squad leader upgrade at tier 4 then, from the German infantry doctrine, however. Why not add a merge button? What's that even supposed to... Are you saying that they merge into like one super mega squad, or are you just saying merge Grenadiers in the Panzer Grenadiers? Or are you saying that merging gives you 5 men for whatever reason? Because I don't think that can be done. And Chad, I'll stay around for 5 more minutes to answer questions and just talk a bit, but I gotta get going soon. I said this would be a short stream, so we're hitting our 2-hour mark, and I gotta get moving to the theater around 6:30. Not far, but still gotta get there. Booked a ticket. What do you replace with one of the abilities with suppressive fire? Noctraz. I've been hearing some of the changes. I think the easiest change you could do for Fallschirmjäger is consolidate their Vet 3 and Vet 5 accuracy bonus into 1 at Vet 3. Drop them down to 2 CP. Maybe you can also drop Paras down to 2 CP since they are elite squads, but they're not like crazy much more effective than guards or shocks. What are you watching? Probably Toy Story 4 or with my family. Anyway, hey, so you Fallschirmjäger to CP2, as people have been saying. Combine the Vet 3 and Vet 5 into Vet 3. Vet 5 can then just be an ambush bonus. They get like 25 to 50% bonus on when they're shooting you from ambush. And then that encourages you to use their cloak rather than using them as a front line, like obers. Are they going to drop the CPs for allied heavies are only going to get dropped when they get moved to tech. Since the Tiger Ace and OKW Tiger have also been moved to the tech tree, requiring the Schwerpanzer headquarters and the Heavy Panzer Corps respectively, which is Schwerpanzer Corps. But only after they move to tech. So Americans, I believe it, if it were to be changed, would be they will require all tech. They will require all the officer tech, and that includes the sub add-on. So they need the tech the steward add-on and the AA half-track add-on to their officers, and then they would have to bring out the major. Soviets would need to hit their tier 4, and British would either need to go into Hammer or Anvil to unlock their Churchill Crocodile or AVRE. And then you put a CP respectively, depending on what they are. Does that answer the question, John? On Mofo. Merging, yeah. I think the best people have suggested, without just giving Grenadiers 5 men or something like that, is to give a tier 4 gives veterancy, increases veterancy rate of Grenadiers. So if you have to rebuild core infantry, your Grenadiers are going to be able to get back to Vet 3 very quickly. Which is what they need. Your biggest thing that you want for Grenadiers, though, is the Vet 2, because that's your accuracy bonus, and that's where all your firepower is coming from. Just simplify combined arms for Wehrmacht? Yeah, but the thing is, Kernick, I don't think the mechanics are there. They're to allow you to go from a 4-man to 5-man on a merge. And if there is, you'd be doing a lot of weird workarounds for it. And even then, your squad would then probably be permanently 5 to 6 men. Is the OKW tier 4... No, John, because the reason we can't do that is because we don't have the ability to edit models. That's why airborne guards are Soviet sniper models. Kernick, the problem is, a lot of that's a lot of work, rather to actually do it. As for the OKW tier 4, I believe, I can probably say, because I believe the answer is that the tier 4 would go down to like 80 fuel from 120. your manpower might go down to 100. Your flak gun would have to be purchased, and there'd be a separate purchase to go. What flak gun would require munitions to activate, while the tech to get the Panzer IV and the Panther would be a continuation. Would just pay the rest of the price for the building, but the OKW Tier 4 would then give you Obersoldaten. Your LMG would probably be locked behind the upgrade. And then the Jagdpanzer. So OKW can then, if they lose the first Tier 4, they can try to bring back the next Tier 4. And they'll have tools to hold on in the form of Obers and the Jagdpanzer. Because let's face it, who's going to rush a Jagdpanzer outside of team games? You generally build a Jagdpanzer in preparation or as a response, but Jagdpanzers never help you push. Unlike the rest of Tier 4 options. Unless you're loading heat rounds and being sneaky, I guess. But yeah, that'd essentially be OKW Tier 4, 100/80. While the tech would be 100/40. To unlock the rest of to unlock the Panzer IV and Panther. Does that answer the question, Noctraz? I believe we want the OKW tech rework the B with the heavy call-in changes, though. And then, I believe Hetzer and Oswin would probably be moved to the first stage of the OKW Tier 4, so you can technically try to rush those units out. So yes, Hetzer Rush will be back. The Hetzer's not a bad vehicle. I like the Flame Hetzer. The main thing is the rest of the doctrine lets it down. Because it's pretty cost-effective at killing away infantry and just making sure you have to run squads from the Hetzer, essentially. Because its AoE is big enough that if you don't leave, everyone's going to die at once. It doesn't snipe models. It just does lots of health damage, then it wipes the squad out. Any other changes? I believe that's all I can say that are the biggest issues. Outside minor things. I didn't get to watch AE's tournament. What all the recap? Yes, 2-step Tier 4 for OKW. Let me type it out. And alright, so all that's now in chat once again. I believe that's the change we want to do. Meanwhile, and the moment we do that, I know I have a very strong feeling Viper's gonna say, "Hey, we're making the faction homogenous because we're copying the Brit system," despite the fact USF never had the half step. No one had the half step. Brits had side tech. Soviets had the just build your buildings. Austere has the battle phase is connected to their battle phases requirement for structure. And then USF got the half-tier step. And OKW only gets the half-tier step at their Tier 4. Secret King Tiger buff? Well, let's see what I wrote down for patch notes for the King Tiger. Yeah, we'll get going soon. We'll go in 5 minutes. I already said it. Oh, jeez. Just a malfunction. But yeah, I gotta get going soon. I'm just gonna post these up. The ideas we had for the King Tiger, let me see what they were. No, none of my work is official. Brits need rework. For Brits, I believe, it's not they need a rework, it's that a bunch of their units need some changes. Tommies need to be toned down, and a bunch of their other units need to be brought up, but that's about it. Alright guys, prepare for text block. Here's If I got my hands on it, here's the King Tiger changes. And yes, spelling errors. Wonderful. I just realized I had those. It's a bit of a mess, so I might have to repost that one by one. King Tiger, I don't know. Its guns vary hit or miss. Okay, that's change number 1. Change number 2. Change number 3. Change number 4. Change number 5. Because the King Tiger's gun is literally an RNG can at the moment. It can wipe out squads, or it just misses you completely. There's no in-between. And I'm pretty sure everyone hates that currently about tanks and would prefer Dozer and Brumbar style AoE. If a full health squad gets hit by it, you have a chance and still run away. If you're not a full health squad, you die because you're on the field for whatever reason. Yeah, well, I believe I also have comet changes in this. Do I have comet changes in this? Oh, I don't have comet changes in this. Apparently not. Oh, I guess I just didn't write them down because I was too busy changing all I know is comets. Personally, they need better vet. They need less scatter, and they need their gun to be reliable against infantry. And those are the 3 main things that they need help with at the start. Then the other things can be changed, but the main thing is reliability against infantry, which is currently they can't do anything against infantry. Compared to the Cromwell actually does it better currently. And their vet. Comets also need more pen. Well, if Comets need more pen, possibly, you probably just buff their mid to short range pen only, though, to encourage the Comets to close in, rather than just have good pen at long range. So Comets are required to move in and close with tanks. Because you have all that speed, you're not a tank destroyer, so you shouldn't be kiting. They should be moving in to finish off wounded tanks. Thanks, Twitter. Random note. Well, random note. Last thing I'm gonna put out. If I had to change Stern Pioneers, here's what they would have: less veteran. I believe the Cromwell might have slightly better AoE. I'd have to double check, but regardless, the Comets. I'd have to check. Anyways, if I had to change Stern Pioneers, vet requirements: concussion grenade, the vet 1. Their accuracy gets moved down to vet 3. Their construction speed from vet 3 gets moved into vet 4. And their Panzerschreck cost goes way down. Because they're not an effective squad with the Panzerschreck afterwards. They're mainly there for support AT. Can I make E8's pen stuff too? I don't know. The E8's a lot cheaper and has effective almost only less armor. It does have less health, but against 160. The main thing is Rifle Company is bad. Alright, let's see if before I go, let's see if I can find my pictures. Just want to show something. If I can find it. Yes, Chad, I'm gonna show you everything that's terrible about me. Show them all the porn. Screenshots, here we go. Let's see if I can actually add this into my editor. Add an image. Add source. And that's a terrifying image. First I need to change that. Properties. We don't need another big giant mirage flaw. Let's see if I can find it. Give me a moment, chat. I will be right there. Apparently not, because I'm blind. Alright, before I go... Filters. Delete that filter. Oh, jeez. Gotta turn this filter off. There we go. What do you see here, chat? Do you see something off about this terror officer squad? Look, can you glimpse at what would be in his hands? Can you guys see this? What terrible things is he carrying? I believe I have another image of it. Let me see. There we go. Yes, but look at Vet 5 and look what he's no longer carrying. But anyways, that's gonna be all for today. I'll just leave that picture off. I'm going to shut it off. You probably won't see me unless it's later in the night. If I do decide to stream later in the week. Because, well, work gets me tired, work is busy, and, well, it's a terrible minimum wage job until I finish school again. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching the stream. Bring back some more USF probably next stream. Maybe some OKW, because I've been playing way too much austere in my streams as of late that I noticed. And, well, until then, Mirage Fla is signing off.